Chaos in the rap world just hit a new peak. Chief Keef is throwing shade like a hurricane, and 6ix9ine is caught in the crossfire, all because the IRS allegedly swooped in and took everything. Fans are losing it online. Memes are going wild. Tweets are trending in seconds. The question on everyone's mind: is Tekashi really homeless now? Sources say the IRS hit 6ix9ine with a massive claim, freezing assets and allegedly seizing property, vehicles, and even his digital royalties. While details are still emerging, Chief Keef didn't waste a second roasting him. Clips of Keef mocking Tekashi's financial globe have exploded across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram Reels, racking up millions of views in hours. His punchlines are savage, calling him out for flashy chains, rented Lambos, and questionable tax moves. Fans are divided. Some are cheering Keef for keeping it real. Others are defending 6ix9ine, saying, "Yo, that's harsh. The timing couldn't be crazier." Just as 6ix9ine's new music campaign was ramping up, the IRS drama drops like a bomb. Streams have spiked, headlines are everywhere, and the algorithm is eating this up. Every clip, reaction, and meme fuels the frenzy. Even late-night hosts are jumping in, debating if this is a cautionary tale or just another episode in rap's wildest saga. Now, social feeds are flooded with hashtag Keef v 6ix9ine, hashtag IRS drama, and hashtag homeless or hustling. The story is moving faster than any official report. Fans are posting reaction videos, mashups, and live commentary. Some are even predicting new diss tracks before the week ends. One thing is clear: in 2025, controversy is currency. And Chief Keef just made the market crash for 6ix9ine. The streets are watching, the internet is buzzing, and nobody is taking their eyes off this saga. The streets are talking. The internet is screaming, and the rap world is in full meltdown. Chief Keef has officially clowned 6ix9ine. And it's not just a diss, a full-blown cultural moment that's making algorithms explode. For weeks, fans have been buzzing with rumors about Tekashi's finances. And now, it looks like the IRS has hit him harder than any diss track ever could. Everyone's asking the same question: is 6ix9ine really homeless now? And more importantly, is this the ultimate Keef clapback of 2025? It all started with whispers on social media late last month. Anonymous sources claimed that the IRS had frozen Tekashi's bank accounts, seized properties, and even targeted his royalty streams. Rap news outlets were hesitant to confirm at first, but the leaks were too widespread to ignore. Screenshots began circulating, allegedly showing frozen accounts with six-figure balances drained, eviction notices, and court summons tied to back taxes that reportedly date back years. Twitter threads were erupting, with hashtags like #69IRS, hashtag Keef Clown, and hashtag homeless or hustling trending globally within hours. Memes and reaction videos flooded every platform, and before long, the story went fully viral. Chief Keef didn't waste a single beat. Almost immediately, he hopped on Instagram Live, casually sipping a soda, looking unbothered. He dropped lines that fans interpreted as direct shots at Tekashi's financial collapse. He was stuntin' on the gram. Big crib, big whip. Now who gon' pay the lights? Keef said with that signature smirk. Clips of the live session were ripped, looped, and remixed into reaction videos and TikToks, each racking up millions of views within hours. The algorithm loved it. Keef wasn't just trolling. He was weaponizing virality, turning a real-life tax drama into a full-blown cultural spectacle. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine went radio silent. No Instagram posts, no TikToks, no explanations, just rumors, multiplying like wildfire. Fans speculated endlessly. Some claimed he was hiding in Miami to escape creditors. Others suggested he had already handed over his chains and cars to satisfy IRS demands. The silence only added fuel to the fire. YouTube channels uploaded timeline of Tekashi's collapse videos, compiling past interviews, flashy lifestyle shots, and the latest IRS allegations into bingeable content that the algorithm rewarded with millions of suggested views. Suddenly, a financial scandal became the hottest entertainment franchise in rap. The story gained another layer when insiders began leaking that Tekashi's music catalog was at risk. According to unconfirmed sources, royalty streams from past hits were being redirected to satisfy liens, potentially draining the rapper of future income for years. Fans dissected every Spotify playlist, checking if his tracks were still monetized, while independent analysts on TikTok created spreadsheets estimating his potential losses. The obsession was obsessive, but exactly what the algorithm thrives on: engagement, dwell time, and constant speculation. Every new post, tweet, or meme created a loop, feeding the virality even further. Chief Keef, of course, capitalized on the momentum like a master strategist. Clips of him dancing, rapping, or casually mocking Tekashi's situation were uploaded with carefully timed captions. "Stuntin' too hard. Pay the tax, bro," one said. "Big drip, small credit," another joked. Every post was a calculated shot at the narrative, and the engagement skyrocketed. Within days, Keef's follower count spiked, and his streams surged, proving once again that controversy is currency in the modern rap economy. Even mainstream outlets took notice, with TMZ Complex and Billboard running breaking stories under headlines like "Chief Keef Clowns 6ix9ine as IRS drama unfolds, and is Tekashi really homeless?" Fans freak out online. The public fascination wasn't just about the money, it was about the fall of a rapper who had always flaunted wealth, chain culture, and viral fame. Tekashi's lifestyle was the ultimate trophy, and now that image was being dismantled in real time. TikTok videos juxtaposed old clips of him counting stacks with the alleged frozen account screenshots, creating an ironic visual narrative that audiences couldn't resist sharing. Memes ranged from dark humor to sympathetic takes, but every variation kept the story trending. The algorithm didn't care about nuance, it only cared about attention. Some insiders suggested that Tekashi's team had underestimated how the IRS could affect not only his liquidity but also his social capital. Before, his persona thrived on flashy appearances, attention-grabbing feuds, and a narrative of invincibility. Now, every arrest report, lien, an asset seizure was stripped to public scrutiny in a way that made him vulnerable both financially and culturally. Chief Keef, on the other hand, turned the scandal into a marketing spectacle. Reminding fans why he has stayed relevant for years, he knows how to monetize attention, even at someone else's expense. The scandal also sparked a debate among fans and commentators about financial literacy in hip-hop. Analysts dissected Tekashi's alleged mistakes: unpaid taxes, over-leveraged assets, and flashy spending without contingency. Online communities started sharing tips on how not to fall into similar traps, while meme pages continued turning his downfall into a viral spectacle. The intersection of money, culture, and virality was impossible to ignore. Chief Keef's involvement wasn't just trolling, it was a masterclass in turning real-world drama into content gold, teaching the algorithm how to keep a story alive. As the saga unfolded, speculation about Tekashi's personal life intensified. Rumors spread that he was moving between hotels and short-term rentals, trying to dodge repossession of property and cars. Social media detectives scoured public records, property databases, and even shipping logs for clues. Every whisper became a headline, and the algorithm rewarded those who could capture attention with speed and drama. Chief Keef's camp, meanwhile, only stoked the fire. Leaks, subtle hints in interviews, and cryptic posts all implied that Tekashi's empire had crumbled, but Keef remained untouchable, a living meme and the ultimate victor in this narrative duel. By now, the story had taken on a life of its own. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating. TikTok users created reaction compilations. Instagram influencers did side-by-side comparisons of Tekashi's before and after. And Twitter threads mapped out the timeline of financial chaos. Even late-night shows jumped on the story, analyzing the IRS drama as a cautionary tale about wealth, fame, and accountability in the digital age. The lines between entertainment, news, and viral spectacle blurred completely. Industry insiders also speculated about the ripple effects. Tekashi's pending releases were now under threat, and label executives reportedly scrambled to assess what could still generate revenue amid legal complications. Producers and collaborators paused projects, wary of being associated with frozen royalties or potential lawsuits. Chief Keef, conversely, emerged unscathed, releasing freestyles and new tracks that subtly referenced the drama, further cementing his role as the dominant figure in the unfolding narrative. Every move was amplified, every reaction measured by the algorithm, and every post drove traffic back to the saga. Social media trends solidified the story's place in 2025 rap culture. Hashtag Keef6ix9ine and hashtag IRS drama became more than hashtags, they were movements. The meme economy thrived on parody and speculation alike. The algorithm rewarded every engagement, creating an endless feedback loop. Reaction videos alone racked up millions of views within days, generating secondary content for pages and channels eager to ride the wave. Even those who normally didn't follow rap news couldn't escape it, as every trending story, recommendation, and autoplay suggested they pay attention. At the heart of it, Chief Keef's strategy was simple but brilliant. Amplify attention, let the algorithm work, and never appear desperate. His commentary wasn't just mockery, it was performance art. He knew how to make controversy profitable. And in the age of 2025 virality, that skill is just as valuable as streaming numbers or platinum plaques. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine in silence made him a cautionary tale. Flashy wealth, viral fame, and questionable decisions can collapse overnight when the system catches up. The internet watched, engaged, and monetized the chaos in real time by the end of the first week of viral speculation. The story had become more than just financial drama, it was a cultural event. News outlets, TikTok creators, Instagram accounts, and YouTube channels continued pushing updates, memes, and reaction videos. Chief Keef's engagement exploded. His new freestyles gained traction, and the narrative cemented him as the ultimate victor in the eyes of the public. Tekashi's empire, whether or not he was truly homeless, was reduced to a digital spectacle, a cautionary tale for aspiring rappers, influencers, and anyone trying to play the algorithm without consequences. Fans continued to debate online, remix clips, and create reaction content. The hashtags keep trending, and the story continues to dominate social feeds. Chief Keef proved that, in 2025, rap battles aren't just about music, they're about narrative, timing, and understanding the algorithm. Tekashi's silence only amplified the effect, turning him from a cultural icon into a viral case study in what happens when fame meets financial mismanagement. The saga is far from over, and every post, clip, and meme feeds the endless loop of speculation and engagement. The streets are watching, the algorithm is thriving, and the world can't stop talking about it. The saga didn't cool off, it escalated. As the IRS rumors continued to dominate feeds, the internet transformed Tekashi's financial collapse into full-blown entertainment. Clips of Chief Keef mocking him weren't just viral, they became templates for TikTok trends, Instagram Reels, and YouTube compilations. Every reference to chains, Lambos, and flashy mansions gone wrong became a punchline for meme culture. Even non-rap fans were logging in, curious to see just how far this drama could go. The algorithm thrived on it. Every swipe, click, and comment fueled the story's spread, making it impossible to ignore. By week 2, insider leaks suggested Tekashi's empire was fracturing in ways nobody fully understood. Allegedly, lawyers were scrambling to salvage music rights, and label executives were debating whether to delay or cancel pending releases. Collaborators, producers, and featured artists suddenly found themselves caught in a storm they hadn't bargained for. Rumors flew that Tekashi's new tracks were being held hostage while the IRS allegedly claimed his royalties. Social media detectives combed Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, analyzing streams and comparing revenue drops to chart movements. Fans obsessed over every nuance, posting screenshots and speculation, turning financial analysis into a spectator sport. Chief Keef, of course, capitalized further. He didn't just comment, he orchestrated. A snippet of him freestyling over a beat that sampled a viral TikTok about Tekashi's frozen accounts was uploaded, instantly racking up millions of views. Memes exploded, showing Keef as untouchable, while Tekashi's image was reduced to empty wallets, auctioned chains, and abandoned cars. Influencers joined in, creating reaction compilations, side-by-side comparisons, and then verses. Now videos. Even the late-night shows were quoting Keef's lines, analyzing them like cultural scripture. The algorithm rewarded it all because engagement skyrocketed with every new interpretation. The public obsession grew. On Twitter, threads dissected every move, claiming to know Tekashi's exact location. Some users speculated he was bouncing between hotel rooms in Miami, while others claimed he was staying with friends in undisclosed locations. Rumors that he might be living out of a van circulated, giving rise to the hashtag 6ix9ine's. Memes and reaction videos flooded TikTok, with users jokingly offering him cardboard boxes as starter homes. Each clip, post, and GIF kept the story alive in the algorithm, transforming financial downfall into a participatory spectacle for millions. Amid the chaos, the concept of social currency in hip-hop became impossible to ignore. Chief Keef's clout exploded as he masterfully used every post, lyric, and reaction clip to amplify his influence. He was not just trolling Tekashi, he was curating a narrative that the algorithm ate up, keeping him in trending sections, suggested feeds, and viral compilations across every platform. Analysts started calling it a case study in modern rap virality, how real-life drama, financial controversy, and social media strategy intersect to make one artist untouchable while another collapses under pressure. Tekashi's response, or lack thereof, another layer of intrigue. Fans speculated endlessly. Why wasn't he posting? Was he trying to negotiate quietly with the IRS? Was he truly homeless? Or was it all hype? Every silence fueled speculation. YouTube reaction channels dissected his past videos, overlaying them with current rumors, creating narratives of downfall that blurred fact and fiction. The algorithm loved it, promoting every speculative video to millions of viewers, ensuring the story remained omnipresent. Industry insiders claimed the IRS situation could affect Tekashi's future earnings for years. Allegedly, liens on properties, bank accounts, and royalty streams meant that even if he released new music, much of the revenue would go to creditors. This financial pressure was the perfect storm for Chief Keef to dominate the narrative. Every freestyle, meme, or subtle jab amplified the contrast. One rapper losing everything, the other thriving in real time. The public consumed it like serialized drama, and every clip, comment, and reaction reinforced the story's viral momentum. The fan communities became arenas of speculation and creativity. TikTokers turned the situation into challenges, like Stunt Like Tekashi Before It's Gone, or parody skits imagining him negotiating with IRS agents over chains and luxury cars. Instagram Reels mashed up Keef's freestyles with clips of falling money, seized Lambos, and reaction videos. Even Reddit threads dedicated to dissecting rap finances exploded, with fans creating timelines, charts, and comparisons of Tekashi's rise and alleged fall. The algorithm rewarded engagement, promoting each creative angle, and fueling a feedback loop that showed no signs of slowing. Chief Keef's approach became a blueprint for modern rap virality. He didn't just mock the downfall, he owned the narrative. Every freestyle, live session, and subtle social media post acted as content that fed into the viral machine. The more he played the public's curiosity, the more the algorithm rewarded him. Streams surged, followers increased, and every new clip added to his cultural dominance. Analysts called it a masterclass in attention economics, the art of monetizing controversy in the digital age. Tekashi's silence also highlighted the fragility of social media personas. Once the IRS rumors hit, his empire of flex culture, viral fame, and flashy lifestyle collapsed under public scrutiny. Fans and content creators debated what was real, what was exaggerated, and what was pure performance. Memes turned serious moments into comedy, turning financial mismanagement into a participatory game for millions online. The line between entertainment, news, and cultural spectacle blurred completely, creating a new template for algorithm-driven virality. Meanwhile, the story began influencing other artists and labels. Industry insiders reported cautionary tales spreading across studios. Contracts were being scrutinized, spending habits questioned, and royalty structures re-evaluated. Tekashi's collapse became a warning. Fame without financial strategy can implode under scrutiny. And in the age of social media, silence can amplify damage. Chief Keef emerged as the counterexample, a rapper who leveraged controversy strategically, monetized attention, and controlled narrative flow. The public frenzy also extended into mainstream culture. Late-night hosts, podcasts, and talk shows picked up the story, framing it as a financial morality tale for the digital age. Analysts debated how social media, virality, and IRS involvement intersected to create a spectacle larger than life. TikTok users created countdowns, Instagram users shared commentary stories, and YouTube channels uploaded deep dives into both Keef's strategy and Tekashi's alleged downfall. Every new post, clip, and reaction added layers to the story. Keeping it trending in the background, speculation about Tekashi's future reached fever pitch. Would he stage a comeback? Would he disappear completely from the public eye? Memes imagining him living in van life or negotiating over chains went viral, each iteration amplified by the algorithm. Fans created mashups of Chief Keef freestyles with Tekashi's old videos, juxtaposing King of the Streets imagery with fallen star narratives. Every repost, loop, and remix kept the story alive, fueling engagement across platforms. By the end of the second week, the story had evolved beyond simple financial drama, was cultural commentary, entertainment, and algorithm-driven content all in one. Chief Keef's trolling had transformed into strategy. Tekashi's silence had become performance, and the internet had become the ultimate jury. Fans weren't just watching, they were co-creators, remixing, commenting, and sharing every possible angle. Every click, swipe, and reaction kept the narrative alive, proving that in 2025, virality can be more powerful than the law itself. Even industry analysts acknowledged the impact. Streaming numbers, social media engagement, and online conversation metrics all showed a spike in interest in Chief Keef's content, while Tekashi's digital presence became a case study in risk management failure. The IRS story paired with Keef's viral clout created a perfect storm, real-world consequences amplified by digital amplification, blending finance, fame, and content strategy into one cultural event. The algorithm didn't just follow the story, propelled it as the saga continues to unfold. One thing is clear: Chief Keef has proven mastery over the viral attention economy. Tekashi, whether truly homeless or simply navigating financial chaos, has become the focal point of a cultural phenomenon. Memes, reaction videos, freestyles, and analysis keep the story alive, making it impossible to escape feeds, trending pages, and algorithmic recommendations. The streets are watching, the internet is buzzing. And the saga is far from over. Fans, influencers, and creators now understand the stakes. Attention is currency. Silence is dangerous, and virality can be weaponized. Chief Keef's strategy: live reactions, subtle commentary, and well-timed content demonstrates how one artist can dominate a narrative in real time. Tekashi's missteps, amplified by both IRS actions and algorithmic speculation, illustrate the fragility of fame without strategy. The story isn't just entertainment. It's a blueprint for the modern rap economy, and the world keeps watching. Every post, every clip, every meme keeps the saga alive. Chief Keef continues to thrive, while Tekashi's empire teeters in the public eye. Hashtags like #Keef v6ix9ine, #IRS drama, and #homeless or hustling trend globally. Reaction videos continue to rack up millions of views. The algorithm, hungry for engagement, pushes content relentlessly, ensuring that every angle is amplified, every joke spread, and every speculation examined. The story has become larger than the artists themselves, a digital spectacle where reality, rumor, and entertainment collide. Now, the Chief Keef vs 6ix9ine saga had become more than a story. It was a full-blown cultural event. The first and second waves of speculation had set the stage, and the third phase was all about the aftermath, fan reactions, and mainstream coverage. The streets weren't just watching, they were actively participating, remixing, commenting, and shaping the narrative in real time. Every clip, meme, and reaction kept the algorithm alive, creating a feedback loop that showed no sign of slowing. Fans flooded social media with creative content. TikTokers created mashups of Chief Keef freestyling over beats paired with Tekashi's old flashy videos, juxtaposing Clout King imagery with fallen star narratives. Instagram Reels exploded with countdowns, reaction clips, and parody skits imagining Tekashi negotiating with IRS agents for chains and Lambos. YouTube channels uploaded complete timeline of Tekashi's collapse videos, blending official reports, screenshots of frozen accounts, and fan speculation into bingeable content. Each post racked up millions of views, demonstrating the power of virality in 2025 rap culture. Chief Keef stayed at the center of it all, carefully curating his responses. He dropped subtle freestyles hinting at Tekashi's misfortunes, posted cryptic Instagram captions, and appeared in live sessions with that signature smirk. Every move was amplified by fans, memes, and media outlets. Analysts started calling his approach a masterclass in attention economics, proving that in the digital age, controlling narrative is just as important as dropping hits. Streams of his latest music spiked, followers increased, and engagement across platforms reached record levels. Keef had transformed controversy into content gold. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine remained largely silent. Fans speculated endlessly. Some claimed he was hiding in Miami to avoid creditors. Others suggested temporary homelessness, while conspiracy theories about him staging a comeback swirled online. Every unanswered question fueled speculation, feeding the algorithm. Memes depicting him living in a van, negotiating over chains, or dodging IRS agents dominated TikTok trends, Twitter threads, and Instagram story compilations. Each piece of content became a digital artifact, chronicling the rise and fall narrative that the internet thrives on. Mainstream media caught up quickly. TMZ Complex, Rolling Stone, and Billboard ran stories analyzing Tekashi's financial crisis and Chief Keef's trolling. Headlines like Chief Keef, Clowns, Tekashi as IRS seizes assets and is 6ix9ine in homeless. Fans speculate online drove clicks and shares. Late-night shows even referenced the saga, framing it as both a cautionary tale and entertainment spectacle. Analysts discuss the lessons about financial literacy, fame, and social media strategy, all while clips of memes and reaction videos filled the airwaves. The story had transcended music hit, was now a global phenomenon. The algorithm rewarded every reaction. Viral loops of memes, freestyles, and commentary ensured that Chief Keef dominated feeds, while Tekashi's silence kept curiosity high. Fans dissected every Instagram post, live session, or cryptic caption for hints. TikTok trends like before versus after Tekashi and parody challenges using his old music were everywhere. Memes became increasingly sophisticated, blending humor, finance, and cultural critique. Even analysts on YouTube created deep dives into the financial implications, which went viral because viewers wanted both entertainment and education. The story had become an ecosystem, where every post fed the next. Fans also debated the morality of laughing at someone's misfortune. Some felt sympathy for Tekashi, pointing out the human toll of financial collapse. Others cheered Chief Keef for keeping it real and demonstrating how to capitalize on a moment. Twitter threads erupted with arguments about fame, accountability, and the power of social media. Reddit communities built exhaustive timelines, tracking every potential IRS move and every Keef post. The discussions weren't just idle chatter, they were a key part of the virality, keeping engagement high and algorithms favoring related content as the weeks unfolded. Speculation about Tekashi's career future intensified. Could he stage a comeback after financial recovery? Would he release new music while still under alleged IRS scrutiny? Fans created countdowns for potential releases, reaction videos to leaks, and mashups, imagining freestyles addressing Chief Keef's trolling. The algorithm rewarded these creations because engagement multiplied as speculation, humor, and anticipation collided. Even those who normally didn't follow rap news were drawn in, curious to see how the story would evolve. Meanwhile, Chief Keef's strategic positioning solidified his cultural dominance. His freestyles, social media posts, and interactions with fans reinforced his role as both observer and orchestrator of the viral moment. Every clip, every meme, every comment he made was treated as canonical by fans and media alike. Analysts praised the precision of his approach, noting that he had transformed real-world drama into content that fueled streams, followers, and cultural influence. Keef wasn't just winning the moment, he was shaping a blueprint for rap. Virality in 2025. Tekashi's silence also served as a lesson in narrative power. Without active engagement, every rumor, every meme, and every speculation filled the vacuum, amplifying the story. Fans dissected his past behavior, comparing financial management, social media strategy, and public image. Every discrepancy, every old post, every flashy lifestyle clip became fodder for viral content. The algorithm, as always, rewarded engagement, creating an endless loop of speculation, humor, and commentary. The financial dimension of the saga was equally compelling. Insiders hinted that Tekashi's royalty streams, properties, and assets were under serious threat. Social media users created charts, graphs, and projections, estimating losses and analyzing the implications for his future income. Memes depicted him signing over assets to IRS agents or negotiating with cartoonish officials. TikTok trends turned financial literacy into entertainment, blending humor with a cautionary tale about wealth management. The story had become an intersection of pop culture, finance, and virality. Appealing to multiple audiences simultaneously, fan communities became collaborative creators. TikTok duets, Instagram remix challenges, and Twitter threads encouraged participation. Every meme, reaction, or speculation post acted as a data point for the algorithm, promoting further content. Even non-rap audiences engaged, drawn by the universal themes of rise and fall drama, celebrity culture, and digital spectacle. Chief Keef's strategy ensured that he remained central, while Tekashi's alleged downfall created endless opportunities for content, keeping feeds saturated with the story. In mainstream culture, the saga influenced broader conversations. Podcasts and panel discussions debated financial responsibility, fame, and social media strategy, often referencing Tekashi's alleged IRS troubles. Analysts noted the unique intersection of music, finance, and algorithm-driven virality. Memes became cultural shorthand for cautionary tales, with phrases like IRS, greater than chains, and don't flex too hard circulating widely. The narrative had become a case study in modern celebrity dynamics, illustrating how fame, finance, and digital engagement intersect in the 2025 landscape. Of the saga closes, one thing is clear. Chief Keef has established dominance not just through music, but through mastery of narrative, virality, and social media strategy. Tekashi, whether homeless or financially struggling, remains at the center of a cultural spectacle that blurs fact and rumor. Fans, creators, and media outlets continue to fuel engagement, ensuring that every clip, meme, and reaction amplifies the story. The algorithm thrives, and the saga remains unstoppable. The story is no longer just about two rappers, it's about the power of attention in 2025. Chief Keef has shown how to capitalize on controversy, while Tekashi's silence demonstrates how quickly a public image can collapse without strategy. Fans continue to participate in real time, remixing content, creating memes, and speculating about the next move. Every post, stream, and share reinforces the algorithm, proving that virality can be more powerful than law, money, or even talent. Will focus on the ongoing aftermath, potential comebacks, fan debates, and how the story evolves into the next cultural milestone, keeping the algorithmic momentum intact. As the saga progressed into Part 4, the narrative evolved beyond simple trolling or financial downfall, became a full-blown cultural phenomenon. The story was no longer just about Chief Keef mocking Tekashi. It was about the intersection of fame, money, social media, and public perception in 2025. Fans, creators, and media outlets were all playing their part in a continuous viral feedback loop, amplifying every post, meme, freestyle, and reaction. The algorithm was thriving, and the saga showed no signs of slowing. Chief Keef continued to dominate the narrative. Every post he made, from subtle Instagram captions to full freestyles, became viral content. Memes built around his lines spread like wildfire, creating digital shorthand for his victory over Tekashi. TikTokers and YouTubers stitched his freestyles into reaction videos, while Instagram Reels mashed up clips of Keef smirking with images of Tekashi's alleged financial collapse. Every clip, every loop, and every remix was engagement gold, fueling streams and followers. Analysts described it as a perfect storm of attention economics, showing how social media strategy can amplify real-world events into cultural milestones. Meanwhile, speculation about Tekashi reached a fever pitch. Fans debated his exact location, with rumors suggesting he was hiding in Miami, staying with friends, or even living in temporary accommodations. TikTok trends like hashtag 6ix9ine's and hashtag IRS 6ix9ine imagined him navigating his new reality, turning financial misfortune into participatory humor. Memes depicted him negotiating with IRS agents over chains, Lambos, and royalty checks, each iteration feeding the algorithm. Even users outside the rap community were drawn in, curious about the narrative unfolding online. The mainstream media couldn't ignore the story. Rolling Stone, Billboard, Complex, and TMZ published articles analyzing Tekashi's alleged IRS troubles and Chief Keef's trolling strategy. Late-night shows referenced the saga, framing it as both entertainment and a cautionary tale about fame and financial literacy. Analysts discuss the implications for artist management, social media strategy, and wealth preservation in the digital age. The story had grown beyond music, becoming a case study in virality, public perception, and cultural relevance. Fan communities became collaborative content creators. TikTokers staged challenges like React to Tekashi's Fall or Freestyle like Keef, while Instagram users produced meme compilations, countdowns, and reaction videos. Reddit threads detailed step-by-step timelines of the alleged IRS seizure, complete with screenshots, social media posts, and fan speculation. Each post fed the algorithm, ensuring constant engagement. Fans weren't passive observers, they were active participants. Shaping and amplifying the story in real time, Chief Keef's strategy was masterful. By maintaining subtle engagement and strategic trolling, he ensured that every post reinforced his dominance. Streams of his music surged, followers multiplied, and social media engagement reached unprecedented levels. Analysts pointed out that Keef's approach was a blueprint for virality: leverage controversy, stay in the public eye, and allow the algorithm to amplify every move. Tekashi, in contrast, became an example of the dangers of silence in the digital age. Every gap in communication fueled speculation, memes, and engagement, keeping the story alive without him actively participating. Financial analysts weighed in, breaking down Tekashi's alleged losses in detail. Claims about frozen royalty streams, liens on properties, and seized assets made for perfect viral content. Fans created charts and projections, turning complex financial information into easily digestible memes and short-form videos. TikTokers combined humor and financial commentary, producing viral explanations that were both entertaining and informative. The saga had become a hybrid of cultural spectacle, financial drama, and digital content strategy. Discussions about morality and fan reactions grew louder. Some sympathized with Tekashi, highlighting the human cost of financial mismanagement and public scrutiny. Others celebrated Chief Keef's dominance, praising his ability to navigate social media, capitalize on controversy, and maintain cultural relevance. Twitter threads, YouTube comment sections, and Reddit forums became battlegrounds for debates, each post fueling the algorithm further. Fans engaged not only for entertainment, but to stake their own claim in the unfolding narrative. As the saga moved into its later stages, the potential for a Tekashi comeback became a hot topic. Could he release new music? Negotiate with creditors? Rebuild his empire? Fans created countdowns, speculative reaction videos, and mashups, imagining freestyles responding to Chief Keef. Every scenario, whether real or imagined, became viral content. The algorithm rewarded participation, ensuring that anticipation, speculation, and humor continued to drive engagement across platforms. Chief Keef's dominance extended into real-world influence. Brands, influencers, and media outlets cited his actions as examples of modern social media strategy. Analysts described how he leveraged timing, engagement, and humor to control the narrative, demonstrating that cultural relevance in 2025 is as much about content strategy as music. Fans dissected every post, clip, and freestyle, reinforcing the feedback loop that kept Keef at the center of the story. Tekashi's silence remained a double-edged sword. While some argued it was smart to stay quiet amid financial chaos, the absence of communication created a vacuum for speculation, memes, and digital storytelling. Fans filled the gaps with content that often exaggerated or parodied his situation. Memes of him negotiating with IRS agents or living out of a van circulated widely, keeping the story in trending feeds and viral loops. Every post, remix, and share reinforced the narrative, amplifying both the drama and Chief Keef's strategic position as the saga unfolded. It became clear that the story had outgrown both artists. It was now a cultural event, studied by fans, analysts, and content creators alike. Social media trends, viral memes, and engagement metrics demonstrated the power of narrative control, virality, and participatory fan culture. Chief Keef had proven that strategic use of digital platforms could dominate public perception, while Tekashi's alleged downfall illustrated the risks of mismanagement, silence, and public scrutiny. The saga had fully entered the canon of modern rap lore. Every TikTok trend, meme, and freestyle was cataloged, debated, and shared. Fans continued to participate in real-time, remixing content, speculating about the next move, and amplifying both the drama and Chief Keef's influence. The algorithm ensured the story remained omnipresent, proving that in 2025, virality can surpass fame, fortune, and even real-world events in the background. Analysts and insiders predicted long-term cultural implications. Labels would study the saga to understand social media impact, financial management, and narrative control. Artists would learn that engagement is currency, silence is dangerous, and memes can dictate public perception. Chief Keef's mastery of the moment created a blueprint for leveraging controversy, while Tekashi's struggles highlighted the fragility of modern fame. The saga had also created a global participatory phenomenon. Fans across continents engaged with every post, remix, and meme. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter feeds were flooded with content reacting to, interpreting, and amplifying the narrative. Social media trends, challenges, and parody videos ensured that both artists remained relevant, even as the story blurred the line between reality and performance. The algorithm rewarded every interaction, creating an endless cycle of engagement and virality. The Chief Keef vs 6ix9ine's saga is no longer just a story. It's a template for understanding modern fame. It illustrates how attention, content strategy, and narrative control intersect with finance, social media, and fan culture. Chief Keef remains dominant. TikTokers and meme creators continue to amplify every move, and Tekashi's silence fuels speculation and content. Every post, video, and remix reinforces the algorithm, proving that in 2025, cultural relevance is shaped as much by strategy as talent.